stakeholders. Corporations have stakeholders, that is, groups and individuals who benefit from or are harmed by and whose rights are violated or respected by corporate actions. The concept of stakeholders is a generalisation of the notion of stockholders, who themselves have some special claim on the firm, according to Chrysides and Kaler 1993. Stakeholders have both an interest and an influence within a corporation. Let's consider stakeholders in a public sector organisation and educational system. Firstly, there's the students. The students are there to gain an education in a safe and respectable environment. They can influence the organisation with their behaviour, grades and level of commitment. Secondly, the parents. They are interested in the reputability of the educational system. They want their children to get a good education. They also have influence over decisions made within the organisation through groups such as the Parent and Teachers Association.
Now, let's consider stakeholders in the private sector, such as retail. Within retail, there are customers. Customers will want high-quality products from the retailer, which offers value for money. This can influence the retailers, as this can lead to repeated purchase and brand loyalty. Also, employees are very important. They are interested in their jobs, security, and the correct payment of wages. Employees can influence the organisation because if they are motivated and happy within their job, this can increase productivity. Finally, suppliers. If suppliers deliver late, this can lead to unsatisfied customers. However, if they maintain good relationships, the retailer can take advantages of economies of scale.
It's very important for businesses, and many businesses choose to adopt this to increase their sales and increase their reputation. A very well known business that doesn't follow these procedures is Primark. Primark were first investigated in 2006 after claims that they were mistreating young children and giving them unsuitable working conditions to make their clothing in foreign countries for only the price of 3 pence an hour. These claims were dismissed originally, but BBC's Panorama in 2008 decided to dig deeper. This showed video evidence of these claims to the public, and this caused a massive dip in Primark's sales as well as its reputation. They said they would try and improve their working conditions and adopt a CSR approach, but this was dismissed when the Guardian released an article claiming that so many people had died in a building collapse in India. This proved that this was not the case, and Primark had to do something significant to increase their safety for their employees as well as their reputation. So far there's not been that much evidence of this, but steadily the sales are increasing for Primark.
And on the other hand, companies such as Cadbury and Divine and Green and Black's, all major chocolate brands, and then they have a good CSRs. They engage in fair trade, which is basically they provide a minimum price for farmers in poorer countries so that they have a stable income, and this will help improve reputation as it's seen to helping those who are worse off than what we are, and it allows to increase the income for a better standard of living of those farmers who create cocoa beans and coffee, and also helps protect the environment, which is very important to today's society. So this then helps build the CSR and reputation of the firm. And also, this fair trade website says 23 million was generated in premiums from fair trade sales in the UK last year, so this then shows that fair trade is on the rise as it increases people's awareness of what's happening in the world. And although in theory CSR can be easy to talk about, in practice it's very costly and hard to implement due to high costs and sourcing materials in order to find ways and to create CSR.
In business and in life, negotiation is a common human interaction. Negotiation is a means for multiple parties to resolve a situation in which interests and views conflict and collide. The negotiation style adopted will determine the levels of mutual gain parties involved will receive. Firstly, we're going to address integrative negotiation. Also referred to as a win-win, integrative negotiation is where both parties involved receive a level of mutual gain. This is achieved by addressing the individual needs of all parties involved and is establishing minimal grounds which have to be met in order to progress in a mutually beneficial manner.
Disruptive negotiation is a technique which is used when two parties come together to divide a fixed amount of resources. This form of negotiation often takes place between two firms who are unfamiliar with each other and have no interest in developing a relationship. A disruptive approach is often used when making a purchase. When engaging in a disruptive negotiation, it is important to keep information to yourself and extract the information that the other party has. Allow them to make the first offer and do not reveal the alternatives you are willing to accept. These tactics will help you to negotiate effectively, however, it is important to compromise to reach a realistic outcome.